Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to start your own online bulk SMS business. Even if you are new here, even if you don't know how to program, you don't know how to code, you don't know how to make websites, please follow each and every step I'm going to show you here. You are going to create your own online business for bulk SMS. So you want to start a profitable online business with low investment? The bulk SMS business is one of the best digital opportunities right now. In this video, I will show you step by step how to start your own bulk SMS business from home and make money. Let's dive in. A bulk SMS business allows companies to send mass text messages for marketing, alerts, or customer engagement. Businesses pay you to send these messages to their customers. It is in high demand because SMS has a 98% open rate, way higher than email. You need SMS gateway provider in order to get started. This will enable you to send messages. So in this video, we are going to use a gateway SMS provider called Ego SMS. So that's what we are going to use. But however, there are many more others like a Twilio, Text Local, Privo, ClickSend, and many more others. But in this video, I'm going to use Ego SMS. First of all, what we need to do, we need to have a website. But don't worry, if you don't know how to create a website, we are going to get everything automated for you. So we are going to unleash the power of AI, artificial intelligence, in order to create our website. And I'm going to show you step by step how to set your website up in order to send bulk SMS. So this is what we are going to need now. In our website, we need two things. One, we need what we call home page, the page that user sees when he joins your website. Then we need to have a sign up page, the page that user fills in order to create an account on your website. We need a login page, and then we need a payment page, a page where a user will pay for your SMS, and we need a send SMS page. So let me hope that that's all set. Those are the pages we need, and let's dive in and start creating them. We are going to use artificial intelligence in this case to create our page. So at this point, we are going to use XAMPP on our computer. If you don't know how to install XAMPP or how to use XAMPP, please check in my videos. I already made a video about XAMPP, how to install it on your computer. So since I've already XAMPP installed, and I'm going to come in local disk C of my machine, then I use XAMPP folder. In XAMPP folder, I'm going to look for htdocs, and then in htdocs, I'm going to create those pages that we have talked about. The first page I'm going to create, first of all, before I create any page, this is what I'm going to look for first. I have to make sure that the file name extension is enabled. I will go to view. So when I go to view, this will help me to enable file name extension. Let me go to view here. Then I have to check here, show, and then file name extension. So I'm using Windows 11, but even if you are using Windows 10 or Windows 7, you have to go to view in order to enable file name extension. So after that, I'll right click here in space, I point at new, then I use text document. Because file name extension is not enabled in my folder, that's why I just see new text document. I don't see the .txt part of it. It's the file name extension. So let me go back to view, and I enable file name extension so that I can see that extension, show file name extension. Good. So let me right click here, I point at new, then I choose text document. Now you see the .txt part of it, I'm seeing it. So I'm going to create index page, or the home page the user will see. So index.php. So that's the very first page. We said we need another page, and that is sign up. So I'm going to say sign up.php. Good. So what else do we need? We need login .php. What else do we need here? We need the pay.php. This is the page where a user will be able to pay for our SMS. Pay.php. Then we need a page for dashboard. This is where a user will be taken after signing up, and this is the page where a user will be able to send SMS. Dashboard.php. So you don't know how to code, don't worry. We are going to use artificial intelligence to write codes that we are going to put in these pages. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages we are having just to learn our bulk SMS business. So now, after creating those pages in htdocs of our XAMPP folder, this is what we shall need. First of all, we need a database. This database is going to collect information about the users who are going to use our SMS business. So let's go in our browser. I'm going to use Firefox. I'm going to type localhost stroke php my admin, so that I can create a database. php my admin. So now I'm going to create a database. This will open if you have XAMPP installed. So if you don't know how to install XAMPP, you look in my videos and you will find one. So please don't forget to subscribe at this point, because I need you and because I have to make more other videos. So subscribe such that I can be empowered to make more videos. So let me click here on new. So I'm going to create tables to store information about my users and transactions. So new, I'm going to create database name as SMS. Let me call it just SMS, and let me click on create. So my database has been created as SMS. Now it's time to add tables. Let me add my first table as users. So in users table, I'm going to put users information. So what do we need to correct from users? First of all, we may need username. We may need phone number. What else we may need? So you will correct as many information as you need from user. So for me, I'm going to correct username and phone number. Probably that's what I need. Let me create a table with 3 columns. Since I have said I'm going to correct username and phone number, I will need the 3rd column, and that will be the ID, and this will serve as the primary key. Primary key, that's the field that uniquely identify users. Username can do it, but I'm going to make my table a bit more smarter by implementing ID. So let me create my table called users. Then after creating, I'll get this fill in the table columns. So the very first table column is ID. The very second one is username. The third one is should I need phone number here? Let me use password. Alright, so you will put as many records as you want. For me, for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep it as simple as that. So data type here, I'm going to leave it in integer. Here I use variable character, and here I use variable character. Length, here I may use 100. Then here I may also use 100. Here I may also use 100. Default, let me put this null and this null, and I leave the other one to none. So the next step here, and it's the very important step, is to set this first row, that first column, to primary key. I have to scroll here and I choose AI. AI stands for auto increment. When I switch on auto increment, it will turn automatically to primary key, as you have seen. Now after creating my table, let me save it here. Good, so now our table is saved as users. Let's create another table, and this is about our transactions. So let me click on create, new, and then the table name will be transactions. Good, so what I need about transaction, the ID, that's the primary key to uniquely identify the records. I need the phone number, I need the amount. Then I need status of the transaction. Then after that, I may add another column for date. So let me come here, add, then I had one column. So I click go, a column will be added here. Then I choose date. So let me turn them to variable characters, since they are to be filled in from my PHP form. All right, so 100, or let me make 100 here. I'm going to make 102, 110, whatever, any data length that you may want. So let me choose all these to be null, null, and null. So you know what, the ID field should not be null, and now we need to make it a primary key by switching on auto increment. So let me scroll here, and then I switch on AI for auto increment, and then let me save. Good. So we have now two tables. One is to collect user data, another one is to collect transactions. Do you think we need to see the messages sent by users? Probably for security purposes, we may save them in database, or maybe, but for this video, I'm not going to save these messages. So to leave users privacy, I will not save these messages. So let me use those two tables, and now let's go. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create my first code for index page. That is the home page I'm going to create a code for. So if I don't know how to write these codes, don't worry. Let me go to my browser. I'm going to search chatgpt.com. So I'm going to use ChatGPT in order to write these codes. So here we go. It's telling me ask anything. Let me ask it to write a code for me. So here is where I'm going to command it. Write a simple home page for bulk SMS business. For bulk SMS business. Combine all codes into one file, or one code, or one file. I don't want it because ChatGPT may split my codes into HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But in this case, I want all codes to be in one file. I don't want it to split. I'm not ready to create external files or files to support, to keep those codes. So I want those codes to be one. So let me send. So now let's wait for the magic. It is writing our code. Wow. As it is writing, let's go back here in our folder and we create another page. And this is going to be containing our database connection. I'm going to call it config. So I'm going to right click here, new text document, create a sixth page, and this is going to be config.php. This config.php, it is going to contain our database connection because we need to connect to the database. Let's go back and see whether ChatGPT is done. Let's scroll down. Oh wow, it has written this page, and now I don't know how it looks, but let's copy it first. So I'm going to copy, and then I'll come in my folder. I'm going to right click on index and say edit with Notepad++. If you don't have Notepad++, check in this video's description. You will be able to download it. Let's paste it, Ctrl V, and then let's save, Ctrl S. Now I'm going to open my web browser. I type localhost/index.php. So now I write localhost/index because my index page is in htdocs. So if it is an htdocs of XAMPP, I just need to write the page name. So even if I don't write index.php and I leave it as localhost, it will automatically open that index page. But let's open it. Wow, this is what ChatGPT has written for us. Wow, it is interesting. So this is what ChatGPT has written, and now we are going to manipulate it and such that it can suit our needs. I think what we should put here on this home page, we may put login button and sign up button for users to join. So here, features, about us, contact. So we may add something here like sign up or login, a link, so that when clicked, user can go to that link. So let me come in our codes which are built by ChatGPT. I'm going to look for that area that is containing these links, features, about, no contact, and I edit them. So I think let's look into, they are here in navigation part of it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add another, I'm going to highlight that, I press Ctrl D to duplicate. Then I'm going to add this link. Let's go to my folder. There is login.php code. So I'm going to come here in href equals login.php. Well, then I label it as login. All right, I'm going to highlight it also. I duplicate it, Control D, such that I can make another one for sign up. I'll call it sign up.php, and then I call it sign up. Good. So Control S to save. Now let's refresh our browser and see whether these links are added. Exactly, they are added. Good. Now what we need to do second, we are going to create a login page such that user needs to log in, and we are going to create a sign up page such that user can sign up. Still, we don't know how to code. Don't worry. Let's go and command ChatGPT to write that code for us. Let's go back to ChatGPT. I'm going to ask anything, and this is what I'm going to tell it to do. Please, I'm going to tell it everything about my business. I'm going to tell it about the database I have made. I'm going to tell it that I want sign up page, which when filled, it saves into my database. Let's craft our question. All right, I have a database called, what's the name of our database? Let's go there. The name of our database is SMS. I have a database called SMS with the table users. Because in SMS we are having users table, we want to store users information in this table. The user table, the user has 2 columns, i.e. What are these columns? It has 3 columns, ID, username, and password, but we don't interested to fill in the ID. ID, since we assigned it as auto increment, it will automatically fill up itself. So there is username and password. Those are the 2 columns we are having here, i.e. username and password. Good. So now let's tell it, create a sign up page, which when filled, it saves the data in users table. Okay, so that's what we want. The username must be unique, so we don't want users to choose usernames that repeat themselves. And then what else we can do? We can tell it here, after success saving, redirect to dashboard.php. So now here I need to tell it, combine all codes into one file. I don't want it to create more than one file. Now let's ask it and see the magic happening. Good. So it is now writing our code. Oh, wow. Good. Let's wait for it to finish. We copy this code. It has finished. Let's copy. It has gone beyond to tell us how to create a database, but we have already done that, so we don't need this second code. We need this first. So let me copy it. I come in my page, signup.php. I right click, edit with the Notepad++. I paste that code out there. I save, Control S. Now let's go back to our browser. I'm going to test it. So let me click on sign up. This is the page ChatGPT has created for us. It is asking for username. Let's enter sample username, Patrick. Password, let me choose 1234. I sign up. Wow, it is telling me dashboard.php as if sign up has been successful. Should we check in the database to see whether the data is there? Let's go to database. I click on users. Is it there? Exactly. And even password is this is what we call is obfuscated. What I mean, it is encrypted, such that if our database is hacked, this password cannot be understood. But we may command JavaScript to remove that, such that passwords can be visible as raw data. But I don't support that, because once your database is compromised, all these passwords can be used to steal your users' accounts. Let's leave it like that. Good. So now our user is saved, and here is the dashboard. Let's tell it also to create a code for our dashboard about our business. So let's go in and ask it, create a simple dashboard. Create a simple dashboard about SMS business, where user can enter phone numbers and message, and then messages are sent. So here we are not going to include the PHP. Let's tell it, use only HTML, CSS, combine it into one file. Good. Let's tell it that. Let's wait for our dashboard. It's writing. Wow. Let's wait for it to finish. JavaScript is writing. ChatGPT is writing. Good. Let's copy. Let's go to dashboard.php. We right click, edit with the Notepad++. Then we are going to paste that code out there. Control S. Now let's refresh our dashboard and see what it has done for us. Wow, this is what it has done for us. Amazing. So it is telling us to write phone numbers here, separated by comma, and then we write our message and we send. Let's write and give it a bit a try. 0705. Let me report mine. 393098. Hello, how are you? Send. Oh, let me check. There is no response. When I check on my phone, the message is not there. Then what? Do you know what? We are going to include SMS gateway to make our SMS sending platform active. So let's go and inspect these codes that JavaScript has provided us, and then if we check here, there is this important part of our code, the form part of it. The form. This form is the one we need most, and then after the form, we shall need to capture whatever is coming out of this form. So we are going to instruct JavaScript to capture, and then we are going to get our SMS gateway API. API stands for Access Point Interface, and then we are going to instruct ChatGPT to write another code while implementing that API so that we can send SMS. So hereby I introduce to you the gateway we are going to use, called Ego SMS. Ego SMS is a platform that will enable you to send bulk SMS right using their API. So let's go in Google and search Ego SMS. So when I search Ego SMS, this is what I will get. Let's go and follow their link. So after following their link, we shall land on their homepage. So what we should do first is to create account with them. So you say sign up now for SMS, but for me, I already have an account. I don't need to sign up. I'm going to show you using that account. So when I log in into that account that I created with them, let me get it here and let me log in. Yeah, this is how it looks. If you look at here, there is my balance displayed up here, and this is the page that we can use to send SMS with them. But however, why do I need account? I need account in order to get the API key or the API. So let's go and search Ego SMS API. Or to get that API, I need to first log out. I cannot access it when I'm logged in. So let's first log out here. then I'm going to scroll down, or here on the menu I'm going to choose this option, developers. So I'm going to click on developers. So when I'm clicking on developers, I'll get these options: HTTP SMS API, JSON SMS API, and XML SMS API. I'm going to use HTTP SMS API. So on HTML SMS API, I'm going to scroll down here. There is something important here, PHP programming example. So I'm going to copy this PHP code. So I'm going to give this code to ChatGPT and tell it more about my SMS business. So let me take it to ChatGPT and tell it I have this API code. I have this API code. Put it in my SMS sending dashboard, so that I can send SMS. Okay, so let me paste there my API and then I command it. Let me stay logged out and wait for ChatGPT to write my code. Oh, it is writing. Let us wait for it to finish. Good, it has finished. Let's copy. Let's go back to dashboard.php. We paste that code there. Now what we need to change here, it is something very important here. In order for your code to work, one, you have to put here your details. Let's first see this code response, and this is what we are seeing. But what should we put here? The username you used to create JPESA. I used Sunrise Eagle, maybe. Then password, the password you used. So I put my password there, and then sender. Who are you sending that message? Who is the sender? Maybe my company. Let me put my company name. So I think it is now fine. It's now okay. Let's test it. Let's go back to browser. We refresh this dashboard part. Now let's put in the phone number 256756. I'm going to test using my phone number. Hello, Patrick. So that's the message I want to send. Let me see whether this message comes to my phone number, and if it comes, it will be showing us that now our bulk SMS service is working. Let's send. Okay, it's showing send. Oh, let's wait. I'm waiting. How long can it take? I think it can take less than a minute. Wow. It is here on my number. It is here on my number. So message has arrived successfully. So if we want to send to more than one numbers, we may write them here, separating them with a comma. So now our SMS platform is live. Now what we need to do, users should not send SMS for free. We need to integrate in payment gateway so that we can collect money from users, and then users can use that amount on their accounts to send SMS. Well, the next thing we are going to do, we need to make sure, first of all, that our bulk SMS, let me log in here, our bulk SMS dashboard has got enough money, because this is the money users are going to use to send SMS. So for you, you put in the money and then you start collecting from them. So how are we going to implement in? How are we going to put in the payment gateway? So Ego SMS does not have payment gateway. Here we are going to call for another third-party company to collect our money from users, and we are going to instruct ChatGPT to put a code that will charge users for the SMS sent. Good. Let's proceed here. Don't worry, you don't know how to code. Everything is automated for you using artificial intelligence. Let's go here. We are going to use a third-party platform called JPESA. Let's go to Google and search JPESA. With JPESA, we are going to collect payments from users. Now let's open JPesa. If you are new to JPesa, you will need to create account so that you can use their service, and this is free. But all you will need maybe to verify your account, they will need a photo of your national ID. So if you don't have one, don't worry, you may create account in names of those who are having. For example, this account I'm having is not in my name because by the time I created it, I did not have national ID. Now let me log in. Since for me I have account, I cannot create another one. I'm going to log in and show you, and then all I need to do is to log in. So after logging in into JPesa, let me assume that you have created your account. So please first create account, maybe subscribe, because if you subscribe, that's when you will see this video once again, and you'll be able to follow up. So now I'm assuming that you have created JPesa account. Now let's see what you can do next after creating the account. So we are going to instruct this code has worked. So now let's go back and instruct ChatGPT. As we are logging in, we are going to tell it that now in our dashboard add these options. Good, let's tell it. In dashboard add don't worry about the spelling, ChatGPT will correct it. That's why we call it artificial intelligence. In the dashboard, add payment link, which when clicked, a pop-up model shows requiring user to enter amount and phone number. Okay, then there is also display user balance obtained from users table. Good. So let's go. Let's ask that. But remember, we have told it to show users balance, account balance, which is stored in users table. Let's go back to our database. We are going to modify users table so that we include balance column. So let me go to structure here. Then after structure, I'm going to add one column after password. Yes, I want to add it at the end. Let me click go. Then what's the name of this column? Balance. Type variable character, length 100, default null. Let me save. Yes, there is a column now added. If we go back to users, there is a column balance added. So this will keep users balance, so that if the balance is low, we don't allow user to send the SMS. But when the balance is higher than is enough, user will send SMS. All that we are going to instruct ChatGPT to write everything for us. Don't worry that how shall we command the PHP to tell users that your balance is low. Don't worry, ChatGPT will finish it for us. Let's go and see what he has written. He has told us to first out a users table and we add a column. How do you see this guy? He's very, very intelligent, but we have done that manually. You are logged in, you know the current user session via. Okay, he's telling us that we should capture users using sessions. But let's come back here. We copy this code. We are going to paste it here in dashboard. Now here with username for the case sake of this video, I'm going to show you using this one I have kept in database. Username Patrick. That's the user I'm dealing with, not John Doe. Good. What else do I need here to change? Do I need to change anything? Yes, this part, such that it can tarry with my Sunrise Eagle. Good. Then the sender. Good. Okay, now let's test that. What ChatGPT has done for us. This is what he has done for us. He has brought balance a thing here. There is make payment button. If we click it, a model will open. This is what we have instructed the chat to do. So we need to attach JPesa API such that when user enters his phone number here and the amount he wants to deposit, his phone asks for a PIN to confirm payment of that amount. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's proceed. So let me first change this sign to Uganda shillings. Of course, I'm using Uganda shillings here, or you may leave it to dollar as you want, but I'm going to use it to, I'm going to convert it to Uganda shillings. It's here, Uganda shillings. Good. So let's go and check on JPesa whether I've logged in. Yes, I've logged in into my JPesa. Don't look at my balance. Don't look at my balance. It is low. Good. So don't be interested at looking at my balance, but what we are interested in here is to get the API key, the API code, just like we got that one of a Go SMS. So I'm going to check here on the menu, and I'm going to choose where there is EREP and info. Then I'm going to click on API documentation up there. So that is where I'm going to click and wait for it to load such that I can get my API code. So after that, I'm going to use this PHP post example. I'm going to copy this code. This is the API code I want to use. Let me copy it and take it to ChatGPT and tell it about it. So I'm going to say this is my API code that enables users to deposit money on my own account. Integrate it into the system. Okay, so let me paste it there. Let me paste the API code. And let's wait for the magic. It is now working. What to do? It is telling us what to do. Replace your current code with this version. It is telling us what to do. Let's wait for it to finish. I'm going to copy these details of my JPesa such that these ones, I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep them aside. Let me Ctrl new and paste them here. So I'm going to change this code and paste what. Let me continue generating. It has finished, I think. Has it finished? Has it finished? Exactly, it has finished. Copy. Good. Now let me paste it here and see what it has done for us. What I need to do, let me first get this code and put it back because the one provided by ChatGPT is not right. I don't want to provide my details to ChatGPT, my login details, these ones. Good. JPesa information. There is something to change here. Pay attention. What we need to change here, this key, the API key. This is very important. This is the key that will decide whether money is deposited in your account or not. Caught me well here. You need to change this key. How do we get the key of our account? Let's go. So let's go back to JPesa. Then I'll click here up where there is my name here. And then after clicking there, I'll click on my profile. So when I click on my profile, I wait for the page to load. I'll come here where there is additional settings. I click on API settings. This is very important. When I click on API settings, I will find my API key there. So that's the key I need to put. So I'm going to copy this key and paste it in my codes. That's the key I need. Oh, that is okay then. I think that's what I need. About the callback. The callback, that is what JPesa will tell me after the transaction. When it is successful, JPesa server will browse the link I'm going to put here to tell me about the status of my application, but I don't need that at this point. Good. And ChatGPT has put if status is okay, update balance, okay, I can see, okay, I can see everything ChatGPT has done, but let's test our codes. Let's go to dashboard, and then I'm going to try sending message to 56. Hello user. That's the message I want to send. Let me send.